This guy is in a situation where he can become breakfast for vampires at any moment. Will he be able to escape from Count Dracula himself? Find out from the review of the cartoon Hotel Transylvania. We see an ominous castle. Count Dracula enters it and creeps up to the baby's cradle. But don't be afraid, the baby is in no danger. It's Mavis, the Count's daughter. The baby is forbidden to leave the castle. Dad is sure that evil people with villas and torches are waiting for her behind the door. To protect the baby, Dracula builds something special. This is the Hotel Transylvania. 118 years pass. The hotel is thriving. Since its creation, no human has ever set foot in it. But monsters are always welcome here. Dracula personally greets guests. This time there is a special occasion, his daughter's birthday. Dracula's friends, a family of werewolves, Frankenstein's monster, the Invisible Man, and the Mummy arrive for the party. Here they will be able to take a break from daylight, everyday chores, but most importantly from these creepy people. But where is Mavis? Here she is. Dracula's daughter is all grown up and dreams of seeing the world. Mavis wants to go to a place she saw on an old postcard, Hawaii. That's where her parents met. And that's where the ding happened, the moment they fell in love. Dad doesn't approve of the Hawaii idea. It's far away, and the birthday girl has guests. Dracula suggests flying to a neighboring village. Even though it's not Hawaii, Mavis is still delighted. She flies away, and the caring dad goes to spy on his daughter. Mavis finds a village. And here are the people. But what is this? The townspeople look strange. They attack Mavis with pitchforks and torches, and even start a fire. Deciding that the people hate her, Mavis gets upset and flies away. But Dracula is pleased. It turns out that the townspeople were played by zombies in disguise, and the village was just a set. At home, Mavis promises her dad that she will never fly away from the castle again. To console his daughter, Dracula reminds her that something important awaits them today. Mavis' mother has passed away, but she left behind a gift that Mavis must open on her 118th birthday. Everything is going according to plan. Nothing can spoil Dracula's mood. Or can it? A man suddenly appears on the threshold of his hotel. Meet Jonathan. He got separated from the tour group and saw a burning village. The guy watched as zombies returned from it to Dracula's castle and followed them. Dracula is horrified. If anyone sees the man, his hotel's reputation will be ruined. He hides Johnny in the back room and searches his backpack. But there are no villas or aspen stakes there. However, Dracula is so afraid of people that he is ready to be afraid even of a human player. But Johnny is not afraid of anything. He's sure he's met role players. And the monsters around him are people in costumes. What? Costumes? That's a great idea. Dracula disguises Johnny and paints him blue. Maybe that way the monsters won't suspect him of being human. Only one creature in the entire castle knows the truth, the chef's rat, Quasimodo. Her nose cannot be fooled by any masquerade. Meanwhile, Johnny realizes something terrible. The skeletons in front of him are not a trick or an optical illusion. All the monsters around are real. The guy starts to panic. He falls on the witch's broom, rushes on it, and crashes into Mavis. Johnny and Mavis see each other, and that look is enough for ding to happen. But Johnny is not in the mood for love right now. He realizes that the owner of the hotel is not a weirdo in a vampire costume, but the real Dracula. Jonathan wonders if he will become food for the vampire. The answer is of course no. Dracula explains that human veins are full of cholesterol, and he drinks special vitamin supplements. The Count tries to secretly throw Johnny out of the hotel, but Mavis prevents him. The girl is interested in the strange stranger. Dracula lies that Johnny is helping him organize a party. Mavis is sent to prepare for the party, and Dracula tries to kick the guy out again, this time through the tunnels under the castle. There's just one problem. Dracula himself doesn't remember where the secret passages lead. The poor guys wander around, ending up in the guest rooms, then in the hall where Dracula's friends are rehearsing before the party. It turns out that they have their own band. Johnny gets to know Mavis and other monsters better. Having learned about the group, he asks the monsters to play. But their music is hopelessly outdated. Johnny suggests updating the repertoire, and he plays the guitar himself. Mavis is delighted, and the other monsters like the guy too. But Johnny doesn't like his caring daddy. Dracula's perfect plan is ruined. The youth doesn't want to play either lotto or crocodile. Seeing that even the monsters are bored, Johnny gets out a scooter and teaches them how to ride. At dinner, he entertains everyone again, this time with stories about his travels. Finally, instead of dull aqua aerobics, Johnny arranges a water fight in the pool. Dracula's patience runs out. He drains the water from the pool and takes Jonathan. To make the guy forget about the hotel and get away, the Count hypnotizes him. But Dracula is disappointed here too. Johnny is invulnerable because hypnosis does not penetrate his contact lenses. Dracula is furious. He starts threatening the guy. And it works. Or rather, it would have worked if Johnny hadn't found Mavis again. Instead of letting the guy go, she takes him to the roof of the castle. Here, the guys finally get to talk. Johnny tells Mavis about the places he has been. He has even been to Hawaii, which she has dreamed about since childhood. The couple misses the sunrise while chatting. The rays burn Mavis's legs. Johnny realizes that she has never seen the sun. The guy suggests that she watch the sunrise from under the eaves of the roof. Mavis is delighted by such a beautiful sight. But she doesn't have time to thank Jonathan. A rotten tile suddenly collapses under his feet. Meanwhile, Dracula is celebrating his victory in the sauna. He has finally gotten rid of Johnny, but the Count is too early to rejoice. Another second, and Johnny, having broken through the roof, ends up right in the sauna. Dracula is horrified, but the other monsters are very happy. Not knowing where else to put the restless tourist, Dracula sends him to set up banquet tables. Having learned that the tables are enchanted and can fly, Johnny decides to ride them. Dracula himself does not notice how he finds himself drawn into an exciting race. It seems that Johnny has finally found the key to his heart. When the race is over, Dracula confesses he hadn't had this much fun in a long time. But wait, where's Johnny? It turns out the guy was kidnapped by Chef Quasimodo. His rat found Johnny by smell. Now the hunchback is going to cook him for breakfast. Dracula orders the guards to stop Quasimodo, but he fights his way into the kitchen. Meanwhile, Mavis decides to discuss her feelings for Johnny with her dad. He would be happy to chat, but there is one problem. Another minute, and the guy will be roasted. Dracula escapes from his daughter and rushes to rescue his new friend. Johnny is saved. Dracula lies that this is also one of the monsters. Then Johnny is asked to scare the rat cook. Unfortunately, this rat scares the guy much more. Quasimodo realizes that it is definitely a person. To gain time, Dracula immobilizes Quasimodo with hypnosis. Left alone with Johnny, the vampire shows the guy a portrait of his wife. 118 years ago, their castle was attacked by people. The Countess's life was cut short by fire. Dracula and Mavis miraculously escaped, and since then, the Count has been afraid of people. But Johnny turned out to be a great guy. Perhaps Dracula was wrong and not all people are the same. The long-awaited holiday is coming. Thanks to Johnny, the party is simply perfect. The fiery dances of the monsters leave no one indifferent. Even Dracula himself dances. Enjoy. Mavis kisses the guy. Her father sees this. His warm feelings for the man evaporate in an instant. In a fit of rage, Dracula admits that he deceived Mavis. Both the village and the people in it were fake. At this moment, Quasimodo is brought to the party. He reports that a man has broken into the hotel, and it is Jonathan. The monsters are panicking, but Mavis doesn't care anymore. She wants to be with Johnny. The boy sees Dracula's sad look and understands that he can't take his daughter away from him. To scare Mavis away, Johnny says that he hates monsters, which means he hates her too. The fun comes to an end. Dracula finds Mavis on the roof of the castle. The poor thing is very upset. She opened her mother's gift. It was a book in which her mother told her love story. The Countess claimed, "A real ding only happens once in a lifetime." Mavis is sure. She has already heard her ding. But it turned out to be unrequited. Only now the Count understands that he has deprived his daughter of true love. Realizing his mistake, he hurries to the monsters. You have to remind them that everyone liked Johnny. So what difference does it make whether he's a man or a monster? The friends agree to help Dracula and return the boy to the castle. The werewolf's daughter picks up the trail. It turns out that Johnny has already boarded the plane. His flight leaves in 15 minutes. The monsters rush to the airport and end up in a human city. But what is this? A festival, and one dedicated to monsters. The monsters try to scare the crowd to clear the way. But people are not scared, they are wildly delighted. Of course, this is the real Count Dracula. Having learned that their idol needs help, people move aside. But, alas, it is too late. The plane takes off, and Dracula decides to take a desperate step. The sun will burn the Count, but he doesn't care. He catches up with the plane, hypnotizes the pilot, and passes on a message to Johnny. Dracula apologizes for his behavior and begs the boy to come back. Meanwhile, Mavis is sad. Suddenly, her slightly burnt father bursts into her room. He admits that he was wrong and gives his daughter the best gift in the world. Of course, it's Johnny. Now the lovers can be together. And the monsters will have a lot of cool parties. Johnny will definitely take care of that. Vampires are afraid of the sun, and I'm afraid you won't like this video. Save me from this fear. This was Movie Cat. See you there, friends.